Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? Today is day 24 of our journey to 33 days to Eucharistic glory. Matthew Kelly invites us to reflect today on a very important point. He talks about the first Christian community. You know, for many of us, we look at the Bible and not necessarily in reading it, we tend to believe that the first set of Christians had life so easy, that everything, the community for them it was a beautiful thing. Everything fell into place for them. They had no quarrels, they had no problems, no troubles, no struggles and challenges with each other. And it was this beautiful community on their merry way, doing the will and the work of God. Well, actually, that wasn't the case at all. You see, for many of the people in the community, the early Christians we call them, or the people of the way, many of them would have had it very hard and very trying and tough. We read in many of St. Paul's letters how many times he had to chastise and criticize some of the leaders in the community for not being there with the people, for not living out the true gospel. It's hard sometimes for us as it was for them. I know for many of us today, we try to look at the brighter side of things to try to satisfy our wants and our desires for the ideal sort of life. But every step in our lives towards holiness makes me a better person. As Matthew says, it brings about the better version of myself. Every step, every second, every moment, every deed, every prayer that I take and that I make is a step closer towards becoming that better version and that best version of myself. And in becoming the better version of myself, in becoming the best version of myself, the entire community changes. The church all over changes. When one person, Matthew says, one person chooses to become the better and the best version of themselves, Holy Mother Church, she becomes a better version of herself each day. That's what we do, dear friends, when we choose that path towards holiness, towards righteousness, as challenging and as hard as it may be. I love this part where Matthew talks about, today amid the busyness and complexities of modern life, the great majority of Catholics are challenged merely to make it to Mass each Sunday. In modern society, a great separation has taken place between the various aspects of our lives. Many people feel that they need to live the values and principles of their faith outside certain activities, in the same way you live a coat in a waiting room. The modern world tries to separate faith from reason, the professional from the personal, the means from the ends. This separationist approach destroys unity of life and creates the modern madness of feeling torn in two, which we experience because our very nature tells us that we cannot divorce faith from reason, or the personal from the professional, or the means from the end. Living the gospel is difficult. It always has been, and it always will be. This is what today's Catholics have in common with the first Christians, with Christians everywhere and every place in time. Our faith is never going to be easy. Living it out is going to be harder. Understanding it is going to be tough. We're not meant to necessarily understand it to the fullest here on earth, but we are called to seek understanding. We are called to deepen our knowledge, our sense, our faith, our love of Christ. But we must first allow ourselves to trust. We must first allow ourselves to have faith. To have faith. Faith, as Matthew puts it so beautifully, it means to be unfailingly loyal, reliable, and trustworthy. The virtue of faithfulness is an invitation to place Jesus at the center of our lives and protect his centrality against the constant temptation to place ourselves at the center of everything. It's not the constant temptation of others, but the constant temptation of us to place ourselves at the center of everything. Let us have faith, dear friends. Let us trust in Almighty God and allow for His community, the Church, and this entire world to be better each and every day by making that first step towards holiness and towards becoming the best version of ourselves. God bless you, dear friends, and may He be with you always.